Okay, reaction time. Let's react to this video. Justin Tanyagobese crushes a ABC journalist. Let's get into this. Hope you enjoyed. Let's get to it.
If journalists are contaminated by propaganda and bribes, public should treat and fight them the same way they fight corrupt politicians. Coming up. You see, guys, if I say mainstream media is the enemy of the people, it is because of what you are going to see on an interview that I'm going to show right now. You watch that interview, you listen to the journalists, how they interview, then you will understand why I say mainstream media really is an enemy of the people. Jacinta Ngobese was on an interview with a BBC News journalist. And you could tell that the attitude of the journalist was the fact that maybe she was just interviewing somebody who is
Zulu ladies. Nkosi yami. Jesu. Zulu ladies.
ignorant, who doesn't know her story. My girl Jacinta turned the heat on and crushed her into pieces. Listen to this.
To start this kind of program, and also, do you not think that your actions are xenophobic?
That's the very reason why we started this movement, because we are tired of being labeled as xenophobic every time we're trying to do the right thing for our country. And the fact that we keep being called xenophobic has made a lot of South Africans to sit back and be fearsome of what's going to follow. The international world is going to say, oh my God, South Africans are xenophobic. And we know for a fact we're not xenophobic. We can't be living with these people for so many years. And now, when we're saying it's too much, it's enough, we are told that we're xenophobic. People who are from outside of South Africa do not respect our laws. They don't respect our country. They don't respect us as South Africans. We see them tormenting us on social media all the time. We see them creating spaces like this where we are the ones that are scared to walk into those places because they want those places to be comfortable for themselves.
Well, there's been this assertion that, undocumented, particularly African migrants, are behind crime in this country. Do you have statistics that can back up that claim?
Well, the Hawks had a press briefing, and I can show you the video where they confirm that 60% of all organized crime in the country is done by illegal immigrants.
That is true. That is very true. I remember that even the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, has confirmed that several times, multiple times, saying that the huge number of crimes that are committed in our 9 provinces, shockingly so, 9 provinces are committed by illegal immigrants.
Not even far away as Mkono. Recently in Parliament, Mr. Masemula, the police commissioner, national commissioner of South Africa, he confirmed that actually in Parliament. He actually said, we are facing a problem because illegal immigrants, when they come here, they are actually adding on the crime, all right? And it's not far. It's here. It was confirmed here. Not far away, here. Last week, I think. Okay, let's go on.
Yep. Not to say all the crimes, that's not what I'm saying, but the huge number, the majority of the number of crimes that are committed in South Africa, in the whole 9 provinces, are committed by illegal immigrants.
In almost all these syndicates in kidnapping and in drugs, you find foreigners, not only from the continent, but also from elsewhere. And we are identifying, associating certain drugs with certain parts of the world and all of that. So we're learning a lot and we're doing things faster. And our target is that we must clean South Africa.
Okay.
If we can't clean South Africa of drugs, without if we can clean it, without getting rid of foreigners and so on, we will do so. But if it's going to take ridding South Africa of these drugs and syndicates, it's going to include having to deal with foreigners. Definitely, we're going to do that because a criminal is a criminal.
And we recently saw a letter from the Minister Senzo Mchunu, who was confirming that most of these drug cartels are run by Nigerians. 6 of the 9 provinces have kingpins that are from Nigeria. And that's exactly why we're here, because here is a place that's called Lagos now, which is Point Road in Durban. It's known as a place that's called Nigeria now because there's so many Nigerians and other nationalities living here. They do drugs in front of everyone, in broad daylight, in front of the police station. Yeah, definitely. Because they're so brazen, they don't care. They bribe our police officers. And we told them this right in their faces. We told them, we know you're taking bribes. And so many incidents have happened after that, where police were actually even asking bribes. And there's one of the people who was bribed today who went and opened a case from the very same police. So we're tired of this because it means that we now are not safe in our own country, because we've got people walking in and out of the border because our government doesn't seem to see it as a problem that our borders are just open and anyone can walk in. And then they come and live in our communities. They evict people who are South Africans. They take over these spaces. They take over tuck shops. You show all those shops.
South African laws allow them to do that.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
The fact that people do not get arrested once they have committed a crime, the fact that they are let go, it means that they believe that they can be a law unto the...
Ah, ma'am, who's journalist? What are you talking about? This is the first time I'm hearing this thing in my entire life. What is she talking about? That is why. Hey, what are you talking about? Oh, this lady, who is she? What is she talking about? Did she actually say that though? Okay, she did. Answer her, my lady. Answer her.
Can I make you an example so that you know that the Lord doesn't allow them?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
She's something.
Just listen to this BBC journalist. She's coming from whatever BBC News and spewing pure ignorance about South Africa and what is happening in South Africa. Now, when I say some of these journalists really are just pushing the propaganda, this is exactly what I mean. I don't know whether she's just ignorant or she knows the truth, but she just chose to just speak the nonsense that she's speaking right now. Listen to Jacinta here. My girl.
They take over tuck shops. You show all those shops.
South African laws allow them to do that.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
The fact that people do not get arrested once they have committed a crime, the fact that they are let go, it means that they believe that they can be a law.
Can I make you an example so that you know that the Lord doesn't allow them? Recently, now, the courts ruled that Johannesburg precinct, South Africans, the bylaws need to be enforced, and those bylaws say it's South Africans that are supposed to be trading. But do you know that majority of the people that were trading there were foreigners? It's only now that South Africans are saying we're tired of our laws not being respected, that they're actually enforcing those bylaws and removing people who are not South African. Our laws do not allow for people who are undocumented to live in buildings. Our laws do not allow for people who are undocumented to run businesses and open the streets. They don't allow that. But you know, if you go and tell the police what they're going to tell you, we don't have the capacity. Because that's what our police tell us all the time when we are trying to fight the crimes and the illegal activities that are going on in this country. They tell us they don't have the capacity.
Yes, South Africa. Yeah. Journalists out there in our mainstream.
Sometime last year, we went to Soweto following the incident of a young child who had been grabbed by somebody who calls himself a male. And raped the child and then murdered the child. That murder was so gruesome and we were so affected. I'm not saying that other murders will be less gruesome. And it turned out that that was an illegal immigrant from Zimbabwe after he got apprehended. We attended the court case and these facts came out. Now, this Soshanguve incident once more the person who has been or is called a suspect, who has been arrested, is an illegal immigrant from Zimbabwe. And it's possible that the other suspects who may have been with him, and he was carrying an illegal firearm. He was arrested with an illegal firearm. So it's an illegal immigrant. He is carrying an illegal firearm, and a firearm that may have been used in the murder of those now 6 people. Now, it is clear beyond any doubt, if you pick up other incidents, that illegal immigrants are a contributory factor in criminality in South Africa. They are contributing to crime, and I'm talking about illegal immigrants. And we are extremely worried about this. That is why initiatives like those that took place in Devon, a march against illegal immigrants, calling on government to tighten up, and not verbally this time, by action. It needed to be supported. It needed to be commended, because those citizens were taking a stand and making a bold call to government to get to action. And we agree with them. That's why I supported them.
Yep. And that was the Minister of Police saying that. Oh, by the way, also, Peggy Tere said the very same thing. Yep.
I don't want to be misinterpreted to say Tere has become xenophobic. Whether it's xenophobia or not, you have no right to be in any country illegally. Therefore, Mapoisa, at all levels, Home Affairs, Customs, you go and sweep everybody that is illegal in the country. Those people, they must be in the country legally. If you are here, you see in my pocket, or I left it, I've got a passport. Because I go to countries, I'm registered as I come in, I'm registered as I go out.
Thank you.
If that is not happening, which means you are not supposed to be in that particular country, but the worst part of it, we are in that country and you give extra work for the law enforcement. Masimula explained this thing very well. I want to come to that thing of the law enforcement, because you are not there to beg the criminals. You are not there to kiss the criminals. You are not there to romance the criminals. You are there to enforce the law.
Sure.
Awubuzi uthi ngicela ukukubopha. Ayikho lonto. Awuceli. The Constitution doesn't say that please beg to enforce the law. Your job, according to the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, you uphold and enforce the law.
You know, guys, nothing I dislike as much as being called xenophobic each time South Africans rise up and point out at some unfairness that are happening in the country, especially pertaining the illegal foreigners that are flocking this country. Each time you speak for yourself, and each time we speak for our rights, then a journalist or somebody in South Africa or somewhere outside, then we'll just call you xenophobic. I find that very, very insulting, that a country, a very diverse country like South Africa, should be regarded as xenophobic. As Jacinta is saying here, that we have been welcoming these people for decades. We've married to some of these people. But the moment they started flocking in numbers without documents, increasing number of crimes, we definitely have to rise up and defend ourselves as South Africans. Then you come and call us xenophobic? Really? Anyway, what do you think? Let me have your comment below. And of course, if you are coming from...
Listen, one thing that people need to understand, I really don't know why people, they don't get this thing and they don't understand this thing, you know? I really don't know. I have been watching videos from overseas, especially Britain. Actually, they were facing, or I think they are still, I don't know now, but they were still, or they are still facing that problem of immigration. Immigration flocking into their countries. And when they tried, some officials that were in government at the time tried to stop this thing. They refused. This is what I am thinking. Every country that is run by a party that is democracy based, right? This is what is going to happen. Because they want to give everyone, like everyone criminally, whether you are a criminal, whether you are a killer, whether you are whatever rights. And then they want to they want to actually overwalk, or no, not overwalk, but they want to jump laws. That means they don't want to enforce certain laws that doesn't suit their agenda, because remember, they are a democracy. So democracy, it means you allow everyone, even if you see it's wrong, you just allow them. Okay, that is why in South Africa, I can catch you right-handed, doing something criminally, very deep criminal, right-handed, and take a video. You will have to go, they will take you and take you through to courts. Chances are, if you've got money, you can be able to actually win in court, even if you did that actually a crime, and you can do it. That is why I have always liked Mr. Kele. For one thing, when he approached the criminals, or when he approached crime with aggression. You cannot defeat crime without aggression. When they come to you, they don't come to you smiling. They don't come to you smiling and laughing at you and laughing with you and brushing your feelings to say, "Hi man, we are police officers, just be kind." No, they come to you with force. And when they do it, trust you in me, it's not going to be nice. That's why in South Africa, there was a time, I don't know now, there was a time where we were busy burying a lot of police officers just because you have to be nice with criminals. Okay? Now, Jacinta Ngobese, she's been doing a very good job when it comes to standing for herself. Every time the media tries to twist things and tries to do whatever, the good thing is she can be able to stand for herself, okay, or anything like that. And that is actually a good thing to have. You don't want to be in a place where you are questioned and you don't even know what to say, and everything like that. But I think when it comes to illegal immigrants, guys, I don't care what excuse you come with. I don't care what excuse you can come and say. I can promise you right now, that thing is wrong. They know it's wrong. It's just that they know that they can't even control it right now. They can't. And if they do the opposite of whatever that they have agreed on when it comes to immigration, it's shy for them. And I can even say maybe, just maybe, they know that if they decide otherwise, they will be deciding against whatever agreement they had. Because it cannot be that all the countries that are sort of like big democracy based, all of them, they've got the same problem. No, there is something wrong. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. You have a fantastic day. Of course, I was watching Mr. Moses Makatini. Nice content, beautiful content over there. You can go and subscribe to his channel. And you can also subscribe to my channel if you are new. And also, you can like the video. I would really appreciate all of that. That's all I need from you. Just the like button. It helps. Ladies and gentlemen, liking a video, it helps. You can't just watch and not click, man. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are done over here. See you next time. Stay smiling out there. Don't allow anyone to make you anyway. Have a good day, guys.